Anyway, go ahead, call the roll, please. Call the roll.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
Trustee Carlisle,
Yes. She's a big one.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Jones, supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay, next on the agenda is discussion of passing full fees. We have to go close session for that, so prior to that, we're going to allow, public comment. Public comment, you have 3 minutes. As public comment, we will go and close, discuss the last agenda item. So,
Edna Boston,
yep, go right here to the mic, you got it. You want to sign?
Hello, my name is Edna Boston. I'm a resident of South Holland. For 15 years, I've been a resident of Thornton Township for about 46 years. And I've never seen what I'm seeing now, which is why I come to this meeting. So I did write some notes here. And I noticed that, well, you know who you are, I don't. That people are holding you responsible in your position, and you're absolutely right. I'm holding you responsible as a resident. I remember all of the talk going on about how much Tiffany was making. And actually, I assumed that everyone else on the board was volunteer. Yeah, I did. And then I had to go and research for myself, and I said, wait a minute. Everybody getting a big paycheck. How often do they have to show up? And what are they doing when they get there? I'm angry. I feel when you show up at these meetings, I don't care if you had to beg, ball, and steal to get the information that you need to make intelligent decisions that will affect this community. Once the amenities are gone, they don't come. Island. Now I'm in South Holland. I don't want to see the amenities in South Holland or Thornton Township go away anymore. Enough is enough. Your kids need to put your toys away, show up at these meetings, prepared to make intelligent, thoughtful decisions. If you're not capable of that, the income that you're receiving from my tax dollars, you don't deserve it. And I'm meaning that. I'll run for this office because I'm mad enough to stand up for it. And if you're not willing to fight for it instead of fighting to get your vision seen and your vision seen, and no, but I think it should be this way, and I hate them. You don't have to like each other. I understand that's politics. You don't have to like each other, but you should be able to come to the table to do what's right for the community and its residents. We're not all Democrat, we're not all Republicans. But for that, you need to be able to come together. And if you're not at a level of intelligence that you can come together at a table and make intelligent decisions, give up your role. Stop fighting. You want the newspapers here? So what? So you get your 5 minutes of fame? You know, what is the point? I know when Zuccarelli was here, I didn't see all of this. And now I'm wondering, is it because he was a white male? Ooh, help me, somebody get this. Help me understand. I sit here and I see people on the road with me heckling and making little snide comments. It's disrespectful. I understand you don't have to like what's being said. I don't like everything I hear. But it's just disrespectful. If you come here with your disrespect in your hand, you should have stayed outside the door. But no, you came here to support your guy. It's like a little fan club. I see you meeting together outside hugging, and yeah, it's like you've decided already what you're gonna do. Your minds are not open to receive anything fresh or engaging. So why are you here anyway? Your mind is already made up. I thought that we were coming to these things to have something to open up to. refresh me. I'm sitting here going, I'm trying to understand.
Time.
And then
Thank you.
nobody can tell you. But okay, thank you.
Sharon Hudson, Barbara, I don't know, the last name starts with an F.
That's me.
This young lady right here.
Okay. You could just gave her the mic. She could just sit down, give her the microphone.
She said she wanted to come.
I just got 3 sentences. There's a whole lot of people out in this hallway that have something to say about what's going on in this township. I've been living out here for 48 years. I've never seen such carrying on in my life. You gotta stop. It's been 8 months since they've been picking on that lady. I don't know if it's just her or if it's work with her. I don't have the inner circle. I don't know what's going on here. But something needs to give. It needs to stop. All of you. Search your souls and find out what you can do to clear this up, because the world knows about all of this garbage. I'm sick of it. Every night on TV. I mean, I'm just tired of it. Please make Dolton Township safe again and have us all be good fellows and love each other, as she says all the time.
Thank you.
Any other seniors outside?
Any other seniors outside?
No, everybody go.
Everybody gone?
They gone?
That's what she was saying. Everybody out there? They gone? Everybody's gone.
Sharon Coleman. Is she outside? Did someone see the Sharon Coleman outside?
Sharon Coleman out here?
Sharon Coleman.
Sharon Coleman.
Yeah, Sharon Coleman.
No, ma'am.
Deborah Reeves. The Deborah Reeves. Michael Smith.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing? I just have a few things. It's everybody that sits up there states that they're for the people. But it's hard to tell that you guys are for the people because it seems like everything is a knick-knack paddywhack for Tiffany. Y'all mad at her, so we're not gonna pay bills. Tiffany bills, I'm quite sure should be paid. So by not paying bills, it's not hurting Tiffany, it's hurting who y'all say y'all looking out for, which is the citizens. I'm lost. The senior citizens, the services that y'all are not paying for them. It's crazy. Everybody want to throw out the citizens for sitting at the board. We care, we care, we care. You don't. You strictly do not care. You wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and look on Facebook. It's about Tiffany. It sickens me that people are not sleeping, shitting, or eating, thinking about Tiffany. Like it said, I'll be at work for 12 hours. Look on Facebook, Tiffany. 4 o'clock in the morning, the post was just made 3 minutes ago. It's said that it's so much hate for her, but it's supposed to be so much love for the citizens, but it's rubbing off on the citizens how y'all feel for her, which is crazy. Y'all need to do better. Pancake pastor over there, y'all just not right. Y'all just not doing right by these bills, by the citizens at all. Y'all can have personal agendas against Tiffany, who cares? It's like, everybody not gonna like her. Some people gonna hate her, some people gonna love her. But at the end of the day, what about the citizens? What are we doing? Citizens' grass getting cut, no, nothing's gonna happen with that. So it's just like, it's crazy. Y'all need to do better.
Michael Smith.
Good evening. One thing I want to say say to this board, you don't cut your nose off to spite your face. You're going to have to face these same ordinances again, whether the supervisor is sitting there or not. But guess what? I'm gonna be sitting here watching to see you rebuild. I'm gonna be watching because I know how boards work, how they organize. They do things against one administration, then a new administration come in, we flip it, we change it. Keep the same things you got in place. Don't change it, because I'm gonna be here. The other thing I want to talk about, I put in a FOIA request. Trustees, your communications are FOIAble when you sit in board meetings and you text one another. So to Mr. Gonzalez and to Ms. Carlisle, I would like my FOIA request answered. If I do not get it answered within the time frame, I am going to the Illinois Attorney General's office. Because as board members, you cannot sit in meetings and text one another. You can't do it. Your information becomes FOIAble. That is the FOIA law. Read it. The other thing I want to talk about is it's sad how we do our seniors and our youth. I got seniors that live in Riverdale that talk about their grass being high, and they did receive tickets. And I encourage them to come to the board meetings and talk to the trustees because they voted no to not get your line cut. You took an oath in office, and your oath of office was that you would do right by the Constitution, the state of Illinois, and Thornton Township. If you're not going to do right, step down. Step down. There's other people that would love to take those seats and provide services for the people. Again, stop with the senseless attacks against the supervisor. Because guess what? You're not hurting her. You're hurting the seniors. You hurt my grandmother that's been living in this township for over 80-some years. They can't receive food services that she depend on. She depend on getting her rent paid by Thornton Township. Those are things that you guys got to think about when you're having your meetings and you want to cut and hurt. You're hurting people. You're hurting people. When you sit as a legislator job is to come to legislate, to put things in place in order to help the common goal of the township. The common goal. We got young people committing suicide on a daily basis that can use some services, can use some help. But we cut. We cut. I don't see any of the trustees. We had a day in the park in Riverdale. I didn't see any of the trustees out there to greet the residents, whether you like her or not. They voted for you. They voted for you. They deserve to see your face.
Thank you.
They deserve to see your face. So stop with the senseless stuff because it's hurting our township. You can't go nowhere without somebody bringing it up. Thornton Township.
Thank you.
That's sickening.
The time's
Come
up.
on.
Samantha Barrett.
Is there a Samantha Barrett out here?
No.
Samantha's gone.
Okay. Dan Lee.
Most of you, testing. I assume most of you know about the canary in the coal mine syndrome. If you all, anybody read the Lightfoot reports, get everything by the numbers starting from 2021. There's no disputing these numbers. They came directly out of.
Thornton Township.
Would you all have Stan Brown coming to our meetings and talk about Thornton, and talk about, excuse me.
Do you have anything that's
It's still public comment. He could come and read the dictionary if he wants. Say us. Read anything he wants.
I know this, but you don't know what you're talking about. No.
Whatever you want to talk about.
I'm going to talk
you can
about,
stuff.
I am going to talk about,
You can
I
talk
am going to
about.
talk, excuse me, I can't talk about anything if you can keep interrupting me.
Go ahead. I'll give you 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Thank you.
have your 3 minutes.
Okay, here's the deal. Our town, which is part of Thornton Township, has been devastated and decimated by the current administration, and they're bringing that same thing right here to Thornton Township. All you have to do is look at the patterns. There's a pattern of not responding to, believe it or not, FOIA requests. FOIA requests were illegally taken from the clerk and given to one of the cronies, who is currently now turning state's evidence against our own personal Al Capone, or if you prefer, New Jack City. I mean, we've been through all this. You can tell what the aims are. Okay, this is not a reality show. These numbers have affected us deeply. We had a $5 million surplus, which is reduced to almost a $4 million deficit within a 3-year period. I mean, these are numbers that came out of the current administration, and much more to come. Now, if you want to talk about FOIAs, and you want to talk about Open Meetings Act, we have 30-something people out here. Myself, I've been over there for over 2 hours, standing out there for over 2 hours, just waiting to get in, even though there were seats available in here. And that is also FOIAble. I have several communications from the Attorney General, whom I talked to one of them today. You got a little stuff coming down the road. You can ignore it if you like, but it's coming. Because your violations here and in Dolton, which again, I remind you, is part of Thornton Township, whether you want to realize it or not. But you cannot continue to not accommodate the people and violate our civil rights, which is what happens when we have to stand out there for over 2 hours and can't even get in the room. There are supposed to be some accommodations. Open Meetings Act again. FOIA has been stripped from us in Dolton, and I imagine it may have some issues here also. And who on earth brings their 2 defense attorneys to a village hall meeting, illegal attorneys, not even associated with Dolton, and bring them into private meetings with the trustees? No, our time, not our place. Sure, you know.
Your time is up.
Of course it is.
First name is Rose. Can't read the last name. The first name is Rose. That's it.
All right, is there a motion on this? They got on here, is there a motion on this?
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Jones? Supervisor Henyard? Motion passed. It's 8:21.
Going to close session, stay in, if not, come out, we will adjourn. Thank you, sir.
My cash app in the chat. $ DJ Rico 113.
Something girls need love, girls need love, so what's a girl to do? She needs love, girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say